I was not one of those persons that always knew that I wanted to be a lawyer. That revelation came to me probably a few years before starting university, where I realized how much of a passion I had for, just advocating on behalf of others and speaking up, and this desire that I had to shape, decisions that affected people. And I think it was at that point that I really decided that law is probably the career for me. And I've never regretted that decision. If I had to choose my favorite experience from Norman Manley Law School, I definitely would not be able to select one, just one. There are quite a few that I can think of, but I think one of the most memorable experiences I've had was serving as the Norman Manley Law School Students Association president. That opportunity truly, I think, has propelled me into a lot of the work that I do now, nationally, regionally, and internationally, as it relates to youth leadership and sustainable development. It allowed me to lead a team of very dedicated individuals who, were also balancing their academic life while trying to provide opportunities to enrich student life in general. But I think the value that you obtain from, pursuing extracurricular activities or getting involved in clubs and societies at law school is something that I highly, highly recommend, that any student, every student should be involved in something aside from just academics. It really, I think, opens a lot of opportunities for you to learn more about yourself, to push yourself, and sometimes you never know, your career might not just be what you're learning in class. It may just be something that you pick up in a meeting of the Human Rights Committee, and so those little opportunities have played a really crucial role, I think, in the trajectory of my life now and the work that I do. Another very, very memorable experience for me was participating in the Philip C. Jessup International Moot Court competition. That experience is an experience like no other. It challenged me beyond anything I had ever experienced up until that point. And if it's one thing that I learned coming out from that competition, is that Norman Manley Law School takes their Jessup participation very, very seriously. Looking back on it, it has built my character so much. It has helped me to develop, just my confidence in speaking, my critical thinking skills. So one of the things that I'm very proud of, and still hold it very close to my heart because I'm very happy that it was able to actually be executed, was the Norman Manley Law School Students Association President's Alumni Scholarship. And this is something that I wanted to do in my role as president, to leave an impact beyond just serving my time as president, and hopefully establish something that could continue for years to come. And this really, I think, speaks to the generosity of persons in the law fraternity, because I would have written to past presidents from the last 10 to 15 years or so to be donors for this scholarship, and every single one of them responded and every single one of them donated, which I'm very, very grateful for, and I know that the recipients were also very grateful for as well. One thing that I consider myself very, very lucky to have experienced during my time at law school was during my final year, where one of the legal aid clinics that they offered was actually in climate change law. And I had never truly been exposed to the legal aspect of climate change and climate action prior to that course. But it really gave me basically a crash course and very in-depth exposure to, how islands and small island developing states interact in these very grand climate negotiation processes. And I decided from that I wanted to learn more and I wanted to go further. So it is something that I am seriously pursuing as a career right now. I was recently selected as an international youth climate delegate, and I'm currently undergoing climate negotiations training to participate in COP28, which is happening in Dubai later this year. the skills and knowledge and advocacy training especially that I received at Norman Manley Law School has really been integral in a lot of the work that I do now with international organizations that I work with, such as the Commonwealth Secretariat and the European Union, where I was just selected to be a youth advisor to advise on youth-related policies and their international partnerships and external action. Um, and I think that you know my time at law school has really refined me to be the individual that I am today, to have the ability to think critically, to analyze policies. This it really teaches you skills that you can't just read a book and learn how to do these things. You need to be immersed in a wholesome experience, and I think Norma Manley really gave me that. So I'll always be very grateful for how much it has contributed to my development.